and then we hit load. And there, now we're going. And we're in the Presidium.
So much easier.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance.
Keith David.
Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
Do you want to say good to see you, old friend? It's Keith fucking David.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Ah, yes, the Reapers. We have dismissed such claims. I need your help.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
What's a
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
It makes you really, really annoyed that Shepard doesn't have a suit camera.
Yeah.
Black Noir has a suit camera.
Yeah.
We just watched Black Noir have a suit camera.
Yeah.
Right. Why would the Geth follow Saren?
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Well, have a look at Vigil or Sovereign.
Yeah.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them by Saren.
So, fun fact, the reason we now have ammo clips and modulated armor is because the Geth technology was so burly against the standard council species in Mass Effect 1, and they got their ass kicked so hard in the Battle of the Citadel that they upgraded. That is the in-universe justification for why we now have ammo.
Alright.
I deserve better than this.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
See, we want this. We actually want this because it will have a slight outcome because we're doing the Paragon route in one mission.
Right.
Where we're going to get a guy with diplomatic immunity, and the only way you can get him without killing him and torturing him is to be a Spectre, because that's above diplomatic immunity.
Right.
Reinstatement?
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
I'm honoured. Should we play nice with them?
Yeah, play nice.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
So do I.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
No need to burn bridges.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
I'm visiting an old friend.
Yes.
Stopped by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Counselor, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
This goes the same way regardless of which one of them is Counselor.
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Counselor.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Fun
Sorry
fact,
about that.
Udina's not a jackass.
Udina's never gotten
He's
over the
just
fact that I
unpleasant.
got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
It didn't bother me.
Odin is just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
Ah.
How about the damage to the Citadel?
Yeah,
How long
come
did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
That's super cute until you see them at the end of the third game when they're disassembling humans. What about the remains of Sovereign?
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
And that's a bad thing, because if you remember, which you don't know yet, but we'll learn later, even if it's dead, it can still brainwash you.
Yeah.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Now, here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What about Ashley?
Alright.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
Understandable. We are working with the bad guys. Never forget, we're with the bad guys. How have you been?
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
You should come with me.
Yeah.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my
Yeah.
crew and help me stop
Go
the
rogue.
Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing
feral.
across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Alright, that's it.
That's exhausted it all. We've
I
clocked
better
in.
go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here.
We'll pop
Just
back at the end of the
do me a
game.
favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
We'll pop back at the end of the game.
We will.
But yeah, Citadel, a lot smaller now, isn't it?
It is.
Captain Hannah Shepard has apparently
recently turned down an admiral's star and will remain in command of the Orizaba.
That's our mum.
The captain deemed her promotion to admiral a political ploy and said that she could best honor her child's legacy by captaining a ship.
That's my dog. It's alright, you do your thing. I've got to get back on the ship.
You get back on the ship.
Go on. Yeah, you sit the fuck down. Yeah, no, that was our mum. Don't, because we're a spacer. Our mum is a captain.
Right, stay.
She's turned down the promotion to Admiralty.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Cool.
Good boy.
Thank you again from Samesh Bhatia. We retrieved someone's body. I don't remember doing that. You're not dead from Emily Wong.
No.
She'd like an interview. No.
Yeah.
Consort Shiara. Consort Shiara has actually been blacklisted in this because there was and Dr. Chloe Michelle is happy to see that you and Garrus are alive.
Oh, Garrus?
But Garrus, we haven't checked in with him yet. Garrus is also presumed dead, by the way.
Yeah, we haven't found him yet.
Unless you look at the dossier Archangel. Small unit, tactical expertise, omni-tool expert, and noted sniper. I wonder who that is!
I wonder who Archangel is.
I will go... I don't want to do that. I want to go and talk to
You've
Joker.
got to go and give them their bits.
Yeah. And then we're going to go and do
Hadley,
DLC.
I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
He's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Good old Steve Blum doing the heavy lifting in the voice acting in this one. Voices like 32 different characters. Hey, Joker.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
All right.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Right, we have to go and check in with...
I like that. Greased up the camera so she can't see.
Got to give her a brandy, got to give him the ingredients. We haven't got the FBA couplings because they're on a mega. We've not even been there yet. We can give her a brandy and give the chef the ingredients. Yeah. Again, the Normandy is pretty locked off to us because we haven't recruited all of our specialists yet.
Well, she's on board, so we should have her... She should be there, shouldn't she?
Who?
Kazumi.
Kazumi, yeah, she doesn't. She's own. We can go there. I can show you it if you want. No. I'll show you just so you know why we don't. When we do the things, we don't go and. I've just gone to the wrong floor, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Zaid is. She's in cruise quarters. So, Kazumi lives down here in port. And the two DLC characters, you do this.
People are talking out there.
Yeah.
You don't talk to them. You just press A and they talk back.
I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
We've got some stuff of hers we can examine. There's a rose.
The red rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
This statue?
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference.
That is
my first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
Of Rakesh Rangan. There's a painting.
That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Alright.
Cool. We're going to go and do your loyalty mission in a minute. The other thing we can do over here is we can have some blue liquor. This is the Normandy bar area.
Right.
Only accessible if you have a DLC. Now, we could drink the blue liquor, or we could mix it with what I believe is a red liquor.
It looks like a red liquor, yeah.
Or you could just drink red liquor, or you could just drink blue liquor, or you can mix it and make the fizzy stuff.
What is the fizzy stuff?
And we get hammered. And now we've got a wobbly camera because we're hammered. We put the blue liquor and the red liquor together. Now we're hammered.
Now we're bobbling around a bit.
And because we've just had some liquor, why don't we go and give this woman her brandy and have some more liquor?
Yeah.
You can see how badly the camera's wobbling here. Alright.
How may I help you, Commander?
I've got your brandy.
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here?
Yeah.
Right now. You and me.
Well, we're already hammered, so yeah.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
Excellent.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Why leave the Alliance?
Yeah.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
That's just opened the option for a toast to friends. We already had a toast to the Alliance and a toast to the Fallen. Yeah. Or we could keep investigating. You're lonely?
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
We can now toast Joker, or we can say, I get it.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
There's our toast.
Yeah.
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
And they get hammered. So we've got hammered 3 times because we also got a Medigel capacity thing. We also got hammered on the Citadel, remember?
Yeah.
In the last session. So we are super drunk now. Doesn't do anything, doesn't affect the gameplay. We'll actually find out later on that, oh god, the camera is really wobbling, that we've actually got to...
Go and see the chef now, haven't you?
I did get his stuff, didn't I?
Yeah.
Shepard purges alcohol quicker than everyone else.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing.
Yeah.
Ferris Field.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
Got 40 XP for doing that.
Yeah.
We're still drunk, and now we've had some calamari.
It's gonna heave.
Well, you're gonna feel really bad when these people all die because you fuck it up.
I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Right, so we've got a lot of stuff we can do. Yeah, we're gonna go to Beckenstein. We're gonna do this DLC. We're not gonna get it all done in this video because we've only got 20 minutes left. but we're going to do the Kazumi DLC. So you leave orbit here, and because the DLC is installed, we've got the Boltzmann. Bearing in mind, we're out of money as well. It's important to note we're out of money.
We are out of money.
There is your... Every system has a hydrogen gas giant, so that you can get your fuel and do the thing with the thing. Here's Wheeler.
Moderate.
Not worth it.
Not when you're down on resources.
Thuft. Moderate. We don't need to worry about resources.
We need to worry about money.
It's interesting. It's been a while since I've played this game without the you've played the game before. Here's a bonus amount of credits, and then obviously save modding. So let's go undercover on Beckenstein. Can we? Yeah, depleted. There's nothing here. This is the
mined, strip mined.
One of the first Earth colonies. It leapfrogged from mass production to high-quality luxury goods. It's known as the Human's Ilium. It's where new money tycoons flaunt their wealth and the have-nots are rarely spoken of.
Right.
So, we've got a mission to do, and it's an undercover mission. And you can fuck it up and go loud, or you can do the undercover mission.
We do the undercover mission.
Also, this is hard as shit. So, Kazumi, I want that, and then that. Oh, we have got Incinerate. Good. This is going to be hard, by the way. This is going to be genuinely hard. So this is Kazumi.
Okay.
Because we're both similar class. She's Infiltrator, we're Engineer,
You
but we're
could
not...
Well, Mr. Solomon Gunn.
We've got a special...
Hawk won't know what hit him.
suit. So we are who? Solomon Gunn?
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
What's with the outfit?
I take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason.
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
If you're playing as FemShep, you get a leather dress with an N7 logo on it, and because of a glitch, once you finish the mission, if you never went and changed your armor, you could keep wearing the dress for the rest of the game as your civilian gear. And it was so popular that they just gave you a leather dress as FemShep in Mass Effect 3.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler.
Your grey
He
box,
killed my partner
Kazumi.
and stole his grey box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
So, yeah, he's a soft African.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently.
This is our first loyalty mission.
Yeah.
Way earlier than you should
Our
be doing
friend
them.
Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself.
There he is. This is hard as well. This is tough. There's only the two of us.
Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
By the way, this can go wrong and we can fuck it up. It's actually, you know, a test of how good you are at sneaking and subterfuge.
Well, you're the sneaky one on the controls.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
If you don't do this DLC, in Mass Effect 3, there's a mission, and basically there's an indoctrinated Hannah, and another Spectre tackles them, but they boop a button, and it starts detonating a colony.
Alright.
And you can only either save the Spectre or boop the button to stop it.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah, this Solarian STG Spectre guy. If you've done this DLC, it's actually what she's lying about, because she doesn't tell you in this, is what's inside the grey box, and she shows up, cloaks, and saves the other thing, so you can save the other thing and save them both.
Alright.
Right. Let's go.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for.
And it's a cool little heist mission.
Yeah. Not a lot of murdering.
There's a lot of murdering. This is very, very hard. But we get the best gun of the game.
Stop.
There's that statue of Saren.
After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Nice to meet you.
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Solomon Gunn.
And I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extra net is to be believed.
Sir, voice. The scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you?
I don't know.
You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
So we have a problem?
Care to explain why my friend has to stand outside?
I don't like the look of your friend, so she stays outside.
The fucking
Simple as
prawn.
that.
Yeah.
But, way before that, this is more sort of just, let's have a South African bad guy for a weird
It was
reason.
a South African accent, wasn't it?
Of course.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Why did he turn you away?
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
This is going to be hard, by the way, because she's an infiltrator and we're an engineer, so neither of us hit hard. We are submachine guns and overload. What's the plan?
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can.
All our gear is in
We'll
that
keep
statue
radio
of Saren.
contact in case something goes wrong.
Hey up.
We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Now this can all go very differently depending on how you do it. You can fuck it up, you can gun your way through. You still have to stealth your way through, but...
How did you ever contain that situation on the Olive?
Oh, that? A quick application
Because
of force, a little
I've played
pressure,
this
and
before,
bam, done.
I happen to know that the door is over here.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. That's also something we need to scan. If you come over here, there's a guy here with his...
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
He's making it too expensive to do business on Omega. Oh, I hear some mercs are coming together to deal with it.
I heard you, Jennifer Hale, as one of those two Asaris.
Talking about
You come down
Gareth.
here and open this door.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected.
We really don't like Saren.
Password protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a Vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
Yeah, she's just like everyone else is like this or that. She's just some Japanese super hacker. It is very... Well, this obviously came out in 2010, but it's very mid-2000s Matrixy. So she now goes stealthed whenever we're doing anything. So the first thing we can do is we can come over here and chat to Mr. Donovan Hawk and get a sample of his voice.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready now.
after you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
Expecting trouble,
yeah,
Paragon.
Paragon, yeah.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
Yay. Nice speech.
And because this is a DLC, you can tell they've really struggled with the crowd scene in this.
Yeah.
BioWare crowd
scenes,
not
and
great.
You got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Thank you, Mr. Hawk.
We can get past the voice scanner.
Right, so we've got a sample of his voice.
Now we've got to find a
come over here. The guard's there. We could try and bypass it, but he'll see it. And if we come outside, I do believe there is a data pad. That's where we sneak in. But we also have...
Mr. Hawk's vault is exquisite.
Hello again, Jennifer Hale. Here is the data pad. Private Reams, no way we can sneak out of that party. The place is locked down tight. The security chief, Ro's in charge. No way Ro would let that get past her. I'd rather stand around board on guard duty than risk her wrath. Sorry, Samuel.
Chief Ro, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use this information.
So we could have jumped to the balcony then and gone all guns blazing, but stealthily in. Or you could come and find out that Chief Ro is the name of the security chief, and then you could talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have authorization.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
Chief Ro's.
I have authorization from Chief Ro.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Ro, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms? I see. I don't know who you think you are, but Ro says she's never heard of you. Nice try, though. Enjoy the party.
Oh, no.
Rooms. We need to get in there. That's the best place to find Hawk's DNA.
Well, you know what we should do then? We should go and bypass this security door.
Security room. I'll take care of the lock. There we go.
Thank you, Kazumi.
Thank you.
We are going to get a bit gunny in a minute.
Oh,
this is the stealth path.
Ready when you are.
You can tell she's ready because she's no longer invisible. So we're going to kill some fools because I've already fucked up.
Oh.
I did things out of order because that's kind of how I roll.
Why have you fucked up?
You can't be back here.
Take him down.
So.
Here we go.
We just killed 1,000 enemies.
That looks painful. I have an idea. See what you can find.
We just killed 1,000 enemies across all 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to kill 10,000. There's Medigel. There's a wall safe.
Oh,
7,200 credits.
We need money.
Let's read this datapad. Lance, I have that problem too. So many passwords around it. Can't keep them straight. The password for tonight is Perugia, so it's not even that easy to remember. It's no big deal. The voice scanner means the password's only useful to Hawk anyway. After this party, want to grab some beers? Let me know. Samuels.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped their communications. I think we can get past that private room guard. Tell him Chief Ro sent you. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
That's the voice scanner done. We got some.
So ordinarily I'd have come and done this first, but I'm trying to give you a kind of an idea of how you do the heist.
Yeah.
We don't have to do this. Actually, we could jump over that balcony and shoot our way into his private room.
No.
And she's just
Did
gone
you hear?
invisible.
Santiago took over that refinery on Zoria.
He's such a shrewd businessman.
The Blue Suns are lucky to have him.
That is Zaid's loyalty mission they're talking about. We haven't even got Zaid yet.
We haven't got any. Well, we've got one.
Perusa. Alright, hello again, Eclipse security guard.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have authorization.
I have clearance to go in.
Look, I already called in once. This is getting old fast.
You only get 2 chances. Call again.
Just try it again.
Fine. Chief Rowe, Samuels again. These guests are backing.
They have access, Samuels. Now stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in. Enjoy the party.
Yay!
I would never normally have done it that way, but I was just trying to show it off. If we hadn't done it, we'd have jumped over the balcony and we'd be fighting those Eclipse guys down there.
Alright.
Killing our way in.
Yeah, but that's not very stealthy.
Now, we have to stealthily search.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
Mr. Donovan Hawk's. Right, you could...
Toothbrush.
No. So there's a couch cushion.
Found a sample?
No. A credit chit.
We found a credit. You can search plants.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
Yeah.
We're looking for his DNA. You can search some papers, search a keyboard.
Keyboard might have it.
No, it's a... She's going to take the piss out of you for that. It's a holographic keyboard.
Alright, okay.
Datapad. Akuda decryption project update. Little progress to report. We have now completed dictionary attacks using words and phrases from 4,800 galactic languages. Research into the Akuda family has not produced any matches. It's unlikely that a random brute force approach will produce a result within our lifetimes. Given the nature of the grey box technology, it's possible that the decryption key may not be a password at all. It could be a memory, an emotion, even a smell. The permutations could be infinite. I suggest we begin investigating alternative methods for breaking through the security on the box.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking.
Now, gotta be careful, because some of this shit sets off alarms. Antique weapons collection.
Ah, no, probably the alarm.
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this.
Yeah.
Think about it.
We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
Do not search the alarm clock. We've got a wine glass.
Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Ashtray would have been good. Pillow would not have been good. Alarm clock would have set off the alarm clock and gotten us into a fight with the guys who are...
Which we don't want to fight.
Over there.
Yeah, no, we want
Because we took the stealthy approach, we didn't have to deal with any of that. And we are now into the vault. Just in time to end the session as well.
But we did kill them too.
Yeah, you have to kill them.
No,
you have to kill them.
Yeah.
We go round this fountain. I don't know why I went that way then. You can go and bother Donovan Hawk again, but he's going to get suspicious. Spoilers, he recognised Kazumi the second she was stood there.
Yeah.
He just wanted to see if she could hack his safe. No, really.
Really?
Yeah. But then, as she's told you, he killed her lover. He's going to know who she is. DNA scanner.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Microphone.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door.
Welcome, Mr. Hawk. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Oh, right, we didn't do the barrier. I'm a spoon. We have to go and do the barrier. The barrier's in the fireplace. I even pointed out the barrier was in the fireplace.
You said
but I
go
forgot
and check
to do
the
it.
fireplace,
Hawk
didn't you?
throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of equipment he supplied them.
What, is that it? You done it?
No, you have to scan stuff. How have I ballsed this up? There's a way I've ballsed this up and I don't really know what it is.
Fireplace, you said?
Yeah, no, you have like a scanning mode and you see through the walls. I can tell you where the barrier is exactly because I've done this 1,000 times. This is a problem. The barrier is here. You have to do a thing. Well, we're going to run over now because I've beefed this. How have I beefed this? Is it the junction box? There's a junction box. Ah, right. Kinetic power.
Cable.
There it is.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here.
So now she
I'll set your Omni tool to scan
sets
for
it so you can see through the
electromagnetic
walls. And then you follow it. So now it will show up. But it goes over here. There you go.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
No one saw anything.
No.
Now we're
The
in.
guards seem more attentive than usual.
They'd probably be more attentive to me too if I was wearing that dress.
You.
That got it. The barrier's down.
So fun fact.
So
that's the end of the session.
Are you going to go in and get the grey box, aren't you?
No.
No?
That's the end of the session. That's 40 minutes.
Okay, alright.